Hello, my name is Valen Alka Ananda, and today what I would like to talk about is one of my favorite movie of all time. It's called 12 Angry Men. It's directed by Sidney Lumet. It came up in 1957 and it's based on a play by Reginald Rose. Now, in this presentation, I would like to talk about the story, the character, what the movie is about, how it looks, why it's still important, and what I think about it. So, yeah, let's get started. 12 Angry Men is about a jury deciding if a young man is guilty of murder. They have to decide unanimously, meaning they all have to agree. The movie mainly takes place in one room, where the jury talks and argues. The story starts with the jury quickly voting guilty, except for one man who votes not guilty. This one man is called Juror 8. He thinks there might be reasonable doubt, meaning there might not be enough evidence to be sure the young man is guilty. The other jurors get upset and argue with juror A. They have different reasons for thinking the young man is guilty or not guilty. Throughout the movie, juror A tries to convince the others to think about the case more carefully and not just uh, go with what everyone else thinks. As they discuss, the jurors reveal their own biases, fears, and prejudice, and eventually they start to see things differently. And one by one, they change their votes. This movie shows how one person can make a big difference and how important it is to think for yourself. Next, we're going to talk about the themes. 12 Angry Men explores several important themes that are still relevant today. The first one is justice and fairness. The movie raises questions about whether the legal system is always fair and just, and the importance of giving everyone a fair chance. The second one is prejudice and stereotypes. It shows how people's biases and stereotypes can affect their judgment, and the danger of making assumptions based on appearance or backgrounds. The third one is reasonable doubt. The concept of reasonable doubt is central to the plot, highlighting the importance of being sure beyond a reasonable doubt before making a decision that could change someone's life. Next is the power of persuasion. The movie demonstrates how one person's conviction and ability to persuade others can influence the outcome of a decision, even in the face of strong opposition. The last one is group dynamics and conformity. It explores how group dynamics and the pressure to conform can influence individual opinions and behavior, and the importance of thinking is and the importance of thinking independently. 12 Angry Men challenges viewers to reflect on these themes and consider their own beliefs and biases in relation to the character experiences. Now, I would like to explain about the cinematic technique. There's 3 points. The first one is camera angles and shots. The movie uses different angles and shots to make us feel like we're in the jury room with the characters. Sometimes the camera is close up to show their emotions, and other times it's far away to show the whole room. The lighting and setting. The lighting is in the movie helps create a tense atmosphere in the jury room. It's dark and shadowy, which adds to the drama. And since most of the movie takes place in one room, it feels claustrophobic, like the characters are trapped. Now the last one is soundtrack and music. The music in 12 Angry Men isn't super flashy, but it adds to the mood of the movie. It's mostly quiet and intense, which makes the scenes feel even more suspenseful. These three techniques help make this movie a really engaging movie that keeps me excited. The fifth material is a personal reflection, what I think about this movie. So watching 12 Angry Men was a thought-provoking experience for me. The movie made me think about how important it is to stand up for what you believe in, even when everyone else disagrees. There's one scene that really stood up to me. Was when Juror 8 calmly and logically explains his reasons for doubting the young man's guilt. It showed me the power of staying calm and using reasons to convince others. I also find myself reflecting on my own biases and prejudice while watching the movie. It made me realize that it's important to question my own assumptions and not judge people based on stereotypes. So overall, 12 Angry Men left a lasting impression upon me and reminded me of um, the importance of fairness, empathy, and critical thinking in our justice system and in life. In conclusion, 12 Angry Men is a really important movie that still matters today. It teaches me to think about our beliefs, treat people fairly, and fight for what's right. There's so much stuff I could talk about this movie, but the main thing is that this movie makes us think. It's not just about a jury deciding on one case, it's about people and how they behave when they're put in a tough situation. So, yeah, that is all about 12 Angry Men, one of my favorite movie of all time. It's a really great movie. I recommend it. Yeah, thank you for listening.